What up, YouTube? Just staying TV, Got something else I gotta say, man. Look, for the overthinkers out there, which I honestly feel like everybody overthinks. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. A lot of people feel like overthinking is like when you're in like those, and like on like a romantic level, or like maybe like indecisive. You know what I mean? People be like, oh, I can't stop thinking about so and so. I'm trying to think about every possible outcome so I don't mess up. Blah blah blah. Everybody overthinks, man. Like everybody overthinks, man. Like I ain't buying that thing that people don't overthink. If you don't overthink in one area, you're overthinking in the next. Everybody has been indecisive. You have to be taught how to be otherwise. You know what I mean? For the overthinkers out there, I got this from Phil Cofer. I remember he said he got this from somebody else, but it's a very wise figure of speech. It's a very wise phrase. Now I don't necessarily remember it verbatim off the top of my head, but basically for the overthinkers, overthinking really means that you're a creative person, but you're using it in the wrong way. You know what I mean? Imagine like whatever you overthink about. Let's say like, okay, look at me, like man, my whole life I've been overthinking, man. Like I'm just now at 25 years old starting to truly grow out of it. You know what I mean? In terms of like making decisions and standing on it, being more patient with my thoughts, and actually understanding that overthinking helps you in more ways than you think. You know what I mean? Overthinking is great when you actually know how to make a decision, stand on it, and not turn back. You know what I mean? But up until that point, you're gonna do a lot of thinking. Overthinking it can it kind of has like a bad connotation to it when you think about it. Overthinking is survival. You know what I mean? Like let's say this is judgment, making a judgment. When someone presents a situation to you and you're sitting there processing it, you're sitting there looking at all the loopholes, you're sitting there looking at all the different ways that can go wrong, all the different ways it can go right. You know what I mean? That's a proper judgment. You're a very smart person. Imagine all that energy going to your creative outlet. You know what I mean? Everybody's put here to have a talent. I talked about it in my previous videos. You know what I mean? But imagine using all that energy into your talent for God. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people, they just want to have fun with their talent. They want to make it look good for other people. They want to flex. They want to stunt. They want to do all that. Him, me, hero. They want to do all that, you know. But I'm telling you, man, when it comes to your talents and your creativity, this is your purpose, and sharpening your blade is all for the word of God. You know what I mean? And overthinking can really make that more fine-tuned. You have to understand, you have to learn how to filter out your thoughts. You got to understand, like, what's causing you to overthink? Is it fear? Are you afraid that you're not going to make the proper judgment to make someone else happy, to appease another person, to appease another human? Or you're overthinking so you don't beat yourself up and you don't feel like you made a bad decision? That means you got to work on forgiveness. I'm at the point now where it's like, let's say like a situation comes up, man, I'm gonna analyze it, and I'm perfectly fine with my reaction, my answer to it being wrong. You know what I mean? Because what's done is done. If it's wrong, do I have the ability to change it? And if not, fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? Life is too. I don't want to say life is short, because life is very long, and in human experience, you can do a lot within your life. You know what I mean? To God, man, the average human experience is nothing. Literally the blink of an eye, if that. You know what I mean? And it's amazing how we as humans, we have so much passion, we have so much creativity in our souls, but a lot of people are thinking so much to the point that the world may never see it. You don't want that to be you. You know what I mean? You have creative ideas, you have a creative intellect, and you need to use all your trauma, all your good days, all your bad days. You need to filter that into your work, into your line of passion. You can motivate people on the good side so people can see what royalty truly looks like. And you can put your trauma into your passion too, so people can feel relatable. You know what I mean? So people can truly, understand, like, wow, this person's a human, but they're showing me this royalty at the same time. So he was feeling like this. And now she's like, living like that. Like, wow, I can do that too. You know what I mean? There's always someone out there who can be inspired by what you do, but it is also possible for you to overthink yourself into a web, and for you to get stuck. and for you to never get out. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that person. You know what I mean? You want to filter your thoughts. You want to understand who you are. You want to have confidence in your speech. You want to have confidence in your delivery to the point where what you say is law. You know what I mean? If it's wrong, hey, if I can change it, give me the power to change it so I can make it my responsibility, so I can assess the change and make it better, so it doesn't repeat. So the people seeing this could, like, follow that lead and make it better after me. Or you can just stay the same, you can just stay regular, and the world will never see your talents, which is a sin. It's selfish, you know what I mean? And you should never live like that. For the overthinkers out there, you have to have confidence in yourself, you know what I mean? True confidence will nullify any sense of overthinking. And overthinking is natural, when you're young, you have to be taught how to be confident, you know what I mean? So you're gonna find yourself, feeling like you're in a maze, you know what I mean? But as you get older, as you go through life experiences, you have to learn how to embrace it, you know what I mean? You have to learn how to forgive yourself, because once you do those things, you're gonna find yourself overthinking less. You know what I mean? Just have true confidence in yourself. If you don't know how to develop confidence, go on YouTube. There's videos for it. This video ain't doing nothing for you, but it started a conversation in your brain. Look at other videos out there. There's endless videos out there. At the end of the day, God is waiting for you to make the changes you need so you can make your life more clear paths of following His word. At the end of the day, everything we're doing is for God. I'm making this YouTube for God, you know what I mean? I would love to get blessed in monetary value, you know what I mean? I would love to change my life, you know? But at the same time, like, this is all for God, Anything I gain from this YouTube and the material aspect, man, that's nothing to God. Those are little wins, you know what I mean? If I can convert souls, if I can get people to even think about God more, all it takes is one person. You know what I mean? Man, my job is good. My job is Gucci. I'm blessed. You know what I mean? For the overthinkers out there, you're overthinking because you're a creative person, but you're using your talents in the wrong way. Yeah. I know, right? Yeah. He'll be gone soon, though. It's annoying, though. That boy beaming, boy. For real. But, yeah, man, if you come across this video, God bless you, and make sure your thoughts and make sure your passions, make sure your feelings have an output, because keeping it as an input, you're just going to crash your hard drive. It really is. It really is. The world may never know how intellectual or smart you are. The world will never know how passionate you are, because this world does need light. We were put here to be lighthouses. Just how a lighthouse directs a ship that's lost at sea back to its base, you know what I mean? Man, you being the light of the world will put people in line. It'll put people in check. People want to follow your lead. They may never tell you, but just know people are watching. People are watching and people feel things. You know what I mean? You never know how bright your light can shine in someone else's light, If you overthink yourself into that web, the world may never know. You don't want to live in sin. You're overthinking because you're a creative person, but you're using your creative intellect in the wrong areas. And you're destroying yourself. How does that web feel? You know what I mean? I don't like spiders. And come across this video, just stay in television, man. Talk to you guys tomorrow.